Welcome to another episode of your Average Day Joes. I'm your host, C.
And Jay, what's up?
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Happy Effort Friday. That's how we do our show here. We give you the latest trends. We give you sports. We give you crypto, horoscopes, conspiracy, you name it. We got it for you. So stick around and let us get into the show. What's going on with you, Jay? How are you today, man?
I was just chilling, it's 4th of July, so every firework possible has been going off. So just trying to have my dog chill, relax. Just, it's been a good day. Obviously I got guests, so my guest came last night at like 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, wow. Hello there.
So it was delayed. You know how it was foggy here. So hey, I gave him the itinerary, everything for the day tomorrow. So yeah, so I was up very late. I've been organizing a lot of my house. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I just been a chill day. It's been cool. I can't complain. Can never complain. So you
Right,
know,
right.
yeah. So
That's,
yeah,
that's good, though, man. At least you're getting it done. At least you're getting it done, you know?
I get stuff done every day, bro. That's if I don't, something's wrong. The one thing I have not got done in the past few days though, abs and planks, which I will be doing later on.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Yeah. That's yeah. I mean, yeah. We need to we need to implement that into our workouts a little more too.
we will.
You
We will.
know.
I'm very conscious about the whole body, even abs area and obliques.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, guys. Well, I just want to apologize real quick. I am at the airport today. I did have a little bit of a flight mix-up, so if it is a little loud on my end, I do apologize. But I am at the Vegas airport waiting for my flight back to SF. So yeah, we are gonna start the show though with some Jay. Did you know? We're not gonna go too much into it, but Jay,
Yes.
did you know that they're warning scientists are warning us that there are three giant apocalypse fish that mysteriously washed up ashore in just 1 week? Three different fish that are usually the signs of apocalypse.
Yeah. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it was on the coasts of Tasmania and New Zealand.
Yeah, I know. I read about it.
Uh, Jay, did you know that John Jones says he has re-entered a UFC testing pool just 2 weeks after retirement?
No way.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
that's all.
Weird.
We already reported on this, but
I know.
we
I know.
definitely were talking about how he got into a little bit of some trouble again,
Yep.
and I think he's just trying to stay under the spotlight. You know?
Of course. But he might be fighting in that Trump thing if Trump wants to do that thing, White House.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. And we were talking
So
about that yesterday. Like
yeah.
that's gonna be crazy.
So if Trump wants that at UFC at the White House, and if John Jones is instated and all that, then he'll probably fight in it.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Goat life.
Now,
Goat life.
do do you think it'll be him against Tom, the Aspinall?
Are you kidding me? Come on, bro. It has to be something that people want to see.
Yeah. Yeah. So you don't think it'll be them?
No, no.
Okay.
It's not a big enough fight.
Yeah, that's true. That's
That's a
true.
one-sided fight, dude. If you don't think John Jones would whoop Aspinall, then that's crazy to me.
I know. I know. We got Wahlberg Horseman in the house. What's going down? They say hi. How are you today? Hope
What
all
up?
is
What up?
well. Uh, Jay, did you know that a North Texas family took a vacation in the Bahamas and it turned into a nightmare after the husband and father of some kids that were there he nearly cut himself in half with a boat propeller.
Holy shit! No, I did not know
Yeah,
that.
he
Fuck.
he survived, but I think he had to get he had to get a lot of stitches, bro.
Obviously,
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah,
That's
exactly,
sharp as fuck too. That's no easy task.
exactly, exactly. Uh, let's see what else we got for you, Jay.
Efficiency.
Uh, Efficiency. That's exactly what we should be having. Jay, did you know that AI is crossing a new frontier and machines are rewiring themselves?
No, I did not know.
Yeah, so we already knew kind of about this because we talked about that too, where AI they're going to be too smart for themselves, and then they're going to start doing things to kind of what I mean, like be independent.
Is
Nobody
that
wants to
bad?
work for nobody.
I don't think that's
Yeah.
bad. It
Oh
makes sense.
no.
It
Jay,
makes
did you
perfect.
know that there's a new Tesla prototype, which is sparking speculation that the Model Y might be slightly smaller this time around, the new ones?
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Let's see. Jay, did you know that Samsung delayed $44 billion worth of Texas chip? Sources say, I guess they just couldn't get enough of the supply from Taiwan or something like that.
I
South
believe it
Korea.
too. Yeah, I believe it.
Damn,
I
that's a
didn't
lot of
know.
money though that they lost because of that.
No, I know.
You know. Let's see. Let's see here. I think this will be the last. Jay, did you know
Yeah,
one right here? Let's see what we got for you. Jay, did you know that they're saying whale sightings are hitting record highs right now? The whales are just like coming out in record numbers.
that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. I was gonna. Me and my wife were in San Diego today, and we were chilling, kind of like on a cliff, just overlooking the ocean,
Yeah.
and we saw a whole bunch of like pods of dolphins, bro. It was kind of crazy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
Most stuff.
All right. Let us move on and get into some trends with the sports first. What is going? I think MLB is the only games that are happening right now.
That's
So, what
it.
are
It's
the
it's
MLB
only
scores?
MLB, man. I
The scores,
believe
yeah.
I believe in MLB. It's the Battle of the Bay. Well, I say Bay, but the Oakland A's are in Sacramento now. So that is one of the.
Right.
There's actually there's three current games. So the A's are beating the Giants 6-0 right now in the bottom of the
Uh-huh.
sixth. The Royals are beating the Diamondbacks 9-3, and the Astros are pulverizing the Dodgers 18-1. Holy shit! Wow,
Damn. Okay.
good job, Astros.
Right.
And then the other games that happened today, the White Sox beat the Rockies 3-2. Orioles beat the Braves 3-2. Brewers beat the Marlins 6-5. Tigers beat the Guardians 2-1. Padres beat the Rangers in extra innings 3-2. Blue Jays beat the Angels 4-3 in extra innings. The Mariners beat the Pirates 6-0. Twins beat the Rays 4-3. Mets beat the Yankees in the Subway Series 6-5. Cubs beat the Cardinals 11-3. They had multiple home runs in that game too. I did watch a little bit. And the Reds beat the Phillies 9-6. Oh, and there is one more game. Red Sox beat the Nationals 11-2.
Oh,
So
okay.
a lot of games today for happy birthday America. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
Definitely.
Were
So
those all like just games like that were supposed to have been scheduled today,
yeah,
or
yeah.
are there any makeups?
No makeups today. Those were all games scheduled. So all Fourth of
Okay.
July games. That's why they have the A's and Giants playing. That's why they had the Mets and Yankees you know, like like that. They scheduled it like
Oh,
that on
gotcha,
purpose. Yeah, because
gotcha.
it's Fourth of July, Independence Day.
Yeah, yeah.
So got to do that.
Uh, Wahlburger Horseman says, "How are you doing? How are you feeling? We are great. I'm
Excellent.
great."
Yeah.
Alyssa says, "Good job, A's as well."
No one wants to hear that.
All right, so that is our MLB scores. You don't have any MLB trending news, do you, Jay?
No, I mentioned it already.
Okay,
The Astros, the 18-1 thing, and then the Cubs for multiple home runs in their game.
got you, got you.
Yes. Yes.
Um, any other trending sports topics right now happening? Trades or anything like that?
No, 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 nothing like it, nothing set in stone like with trades. Nothing at all.
Okay.
The only other one was Al Horford in basketball, but they're talking about him going to the Warriors. That's it.
Oh, okay.
He plays with the Celtics. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're
So
going to the Warriors.
that's the only one. Yeah, he would fit the Warriors. Him and Dame would fit on the Warriors team great if the Warriors did do that.
Right. So
But it
yeah,
wouldn't be for this year. Like I said, that's for down the road. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So yeah, but yeah, nothing set in stone.
yeah. Definitely, definitely was good.
Yes.
Because Lillard is going to Lakers, buddy.
Who?
Lillard, he's going to the Lakers.
Why? For what?
Because I want him to.
Oh, I was like, it wouldn't help because he's out the whole year. So by the
No, I
time he
know, I
gets there,
know.
LeBron will be gone. You know that, right? Like
That's what I'm
that's
saying. It'll be like perfect because we need somebody that can shoot.
hmm
Um, all right.
So yeah,
Any
get on the
and
trends.
that was your yeah. Any other trending topics with sports? No
No,
NBA,
no,
no nothing, right? Okay.
no, that's it.
All right. So let's get into your main trends then. First one I got for you. Let me pull this up. Since I am at the airport and I am flying, let me tell you what happened today on a flight that was going. Looks like it was going to Dallas.
Oh shit.
Let me
Okay.
pull this up. So today there was a American Airlines plane going to Dallas, and it had to be diverted because a traveler who was on that plane had received uh, a text about like him like dying and funeral like preparations or something. So it says a passenger on the flight saw another traveler receive a text message that said R.I.P. and I believe he basically interpreted it as a threat to the flight, and he went and he told one of the flight attendants, and then they had to investigate, and they took that person off the flight.
What a dick. I don't even
but
want
that
to say anything. I don't even want
but
to say
that other
anything.
person, it looks like they were literally, I think somebody died from their family, so that's why
Yeah.
they got that, you know. So it was kind of like a whole misunderstanding, but a whole flight got diverted because of this misunderstanding. Going to Dallas today.
Tell people to mind their own business.
I know, right? Crazy. People get scared though.
It'd be super,
Shout out to
man.
the 18 people watching, by the way. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share so we can give you this alpha Monday to Friday when we do our show, 8:30 p.m. Let's get on with some. We got some, which is actually the title of the show, but it's some celebrity sad news that Jay's going to report on. What's going on with Julian, brother?
Julian McMahon, dude, Mr. Nip Tuck, and obviously he was in the movie I'm playing today, Fantastic Four, and he was also in like Charmed and a couple other things. But he passed away, bro. He passed
Damn.
away.
Um,
He was battling cancer privately, and yeah, he
oh,
passed away,
okay.
bro. Yeah, his wife confirmed his death, Kelly McMahon, and yeah, just R.I.P. Man. You know, we reported yesterday on a death, and then now another one. That's how it usually comes, though, man. So
I know. Yeah, it comes in like.
R.I.P. Man.
little-
Yeah, usually say it
Um,
comes in threes, but yeah. So
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
but
man.
yeah, we'll be doing his movies later on today, so
Yeah, for
we'll get
sure,
back into him a little bit later.
for sure, man. But
Any
R.I.P. Man.
so the cause of death is his cancer, basically.
Yes, yes, he was
Okay.
battling it for a minute now privately. That's what it said. So I don't know
Oh,
what
okay.
type of cancer, but it just said cancer. So
Yeah.
yeah, he was popular. He was a good actor,
Sucks.
dude. He was a good actor.
So he was Australian, if I'm not mistaken, right?
On what?
He was Australian. That's where he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like
yeah. He
from.
was. He
Okay.
was.
Yeah, that always sucks, man. Always sucks.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, let us move on. So, for all of you who don't know, or if you are in Texas, you probably do know, but there is some catastrophic flooding going on. I think it's next to or around Austin, but it's in Kerr County. And let me pull this up for you guys. But it says, as of right now, there is some catastrophic flooding, and 24 people are dead, and there's still others missing that they are not accounted for. Uh,
Damn.
yeah, it says the victims will not be identified at this time. Search and rescue efforts will continue until everyone is accounted for. Governor Abbott signed a state disaster declaration for several counties in the Hill Country, which is like near Austin. He said he also said officials from the federal government have called him to offer assistance. The Texas National Guard said more than 200 people were rescued or evacuated, including over 150 by helicopter. So this was like
Jesus.
some real bad flash flooding from the Guadalupe River, bro.
That's crazy, man. Jesus.
Yeah, that's like around Austin. I think I have a little bit of footage. Maybe I'm not sure. Let's see if I can pull this footage up if it'll even work
That's
good.
gnarly, bro. That's crazy.
Let me see if I can pull this up. All right, I got it. I got it. Yep. So this is basically the footage of the floods happening
That's gnarly.
fast. But yeah, that's basically just all the flooding happening. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. So yeah, man. R.I.P. to the people that lost their lives in this catastrophic flooding, and we are with you, Texas. Stay strong, and hopefully this will be over soon. And back to the sunshine. All
That's
right,
crazy, man.
on to our next topic, which is about Statue of Liberty. With Jay, what you got for us, Jay?
Well, Statue of Liberty, bro. It was so in France, bro. They put up this. mural with the Statue of Liberty covering her face, bro. Like, like this. And I was like, what the hell is that? And because obviously it's our US, it's our Independence Day, right? But they have
Yeah.
a Statue of Liberty silent protest, because remember they gifted us the Statue of Liberty, back in the day,
Right. Right.
for immigrants making their way to to NY and everything. And
Yeah.
so they have this little protest with the Statue of Liberty thing covering their face. Weird,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Very, very weird, bro. So like they tried like a year ago they tried to repossess the Statue of Liberty from us. And we were like, well, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. It was a gift. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly.
And so yeah, so they came out with this mural today and I was like, who does this? We only saved that country not in one but two wars, but they want to take back their statue. Shut up. Stop it.
I know, right?
Stop crying.
That's
Babies,
crazy.
bro. Straight babies, bro. Who does that?
No.
Like seriously, only saved them in a couple world wars, and then they're all right. Hey, let us take back our statue. What are you talking about, bro? Stop. Enough of that. But yeah, that's trending today.
That's like saying that London wants the London Bridge back from Lake Havasu.
Right? Here's a gift, but no, hey, give us that piece back. What the hell, bro? Who does that, man? That was stupid, man.
When I was in Lake Havasu, I went to this rock shop and they had all these like minerals and like really beautiful rocks, bro, for hella cheap. But they also had a rock that they took from the London Bridge. So there was like a piece of it, bro. Yeah, it was kind of cool. Kind of cool.
That is cool.
All right, let's move on. So I do have some other celebrity news that's kind of sad. Have you ever heard of Sophia Hutchins, Jay?
Yeah, actually, I was talking about him with Alyssa.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, she asked me the same thing, and I was like, she's like, I think she is a he, and I was like, oh, so yeah, we looked it up.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, that was Caitlyn Jenner's friend, so that makes sense.
Yeah, manager
But
actually. Yeah, friend and
yeah, the
manager.
manager, friend and manager. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Sophia Hutchins, it looks like she
Scott
had
Hutchins.
reportedly died in an ATV accident at the age of 29.
Yeah, man. He was young.
Yeah.
Yes.
It says Hutchins died after her ATV struck a moving car with two passengers.
Crazy.
Yeah. So yeah,
Crazy,
but
crazy.
that was Caitlyn Jenner's friend and manager.
Yep.
So yeah, it says that law enforcement and family, they're just in shock and in grief right now. Hutchins was pronounced dead on the morning of July 2nd in Malibu.
Yeah.
It says Hutchins was driving an ATV down the road near Jenner's Malibu home when she crashed into the bumper of a moving vehicle carrying two passengers. The ATV was forced over the shoulder and fell 350 feet down into a ravine.
Yep.
So that's really what happened.
I really don't understand why they were doing ATV right there, but I don't know.
I know. Yeah, sucks, but I mean, yeah, that's when you do things like that, I mean, yeah, what do you expect? Like, I mean,
I know. That's what I mean. That ATV's all-terrain vehicle. Let's go out in the dunes, please.
Exactly.
Like where you're supposed to do it. Like R.I.P. though to Scott Hutchins. Yes.
Yeah. R.I.P. R.I.P. All right, guys, let us move on. Terrible, I know. R.I.P. Let us move on and get into Jay's next segment, which is about the crypto billionaires.
Yes, sir. So we have some Bitcoin billionaires. They decided to awaken their wallets, which were dormant for 14 years. So in 2011, Bitcoin was, I believe, I used to gamble with it all the time, and it was like, dollar for Bitcoin, it was cheap. You know what I mean? And so there's about 8 people who had invested in Bitcoin, and they just left it in there, right?
Yeah.
And they decided to open their wallets today, and they're all billionaires.
Oh, really?
Yes. Each one of them owned that they have each $1 billion now, all 8 of them.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Yes, because obviously back in the day, remember, it was a solid trade. Because like I said, I used to gamble with the stupid thing, and I'm really pissed I never left money in it.
I know.
So
I know.
yeah, man. So yeah, so you got 8 billionaires today that just they opened up their wallets. You know what I mean? And yeah,
Uh,
I'm very like it makes me very upset because I was gambling with it back then. So yeah,
they open up their
very.
wallets and boom, I am a
Yep.
million or
Well,
billionaire.
well, they decided to today after 14 years because they probably saw, hey, Bitcoin's at like 110,000. Oh wow, how much did I have? Oh my God. Yep.
Right.
So
Right.
kudos to them. And I'm very sensitive with this subject because, like I said, I used to gamble with Bitcoin all the time in 2011, mind you. So I'm very like, whatever. But hey, kudos to them, bro. But yeah,
Right.
man, I'm like, fuck, bro, Jesus. So
Definitely.
yep, all 8 of them, yes, all, or
Well,
yeah,
man, can't hate on success, man. They seen the future, they invested in it,
yep,
and that's the beauty of it. You know.
smart people, and they left it alone
Mhm.
until 14 years later, which is now, and
Yeah.
it's yeah,
See,
that yep.
and now you learned, and you're doing the same exact thing. So
Oh,
you
I know
Gucci.
that. Yeah, I'm cool, but it's like I would have been that much more cool back then.
Oh, I know. I know.
Like, fuck, man. But yeah, so I'm fine. I'm not complaining. So, but it's just like,
Right.
man.
Definitely.
But yeah, so kudos to them, man.
Kudos to them.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let us move on and get into Jay's movie of the day. What you watching, Jay?
So this is for Mr. Julian McMahon, bro. I'm watching Fantastic Four, one of the ones he did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What's the movie about for everybody that don't know?
Fantastic Four. It's about the comic. So
Uh-huh.
basically, this is part two as well. So he plays Doctor Doom, Mr. Doom in it, and he's basically a bad guy in it. You know what I mean? But basically, to sum it up, one and two, they went to space. They came back with some genetic features that they're able to do things. And in this one, basically, they Von Doom ends up, Julian McMahon ends up getting. They basically froze him in the last one, and then he gets unfrozen in this one, and then he ends up trying to take over shit again. Goes up against Silver Surfer, and then he's battling Fantastic Four as well. It's a lot of stuff going on in this movie. You know what I mean? But it's one of his
And,
iconic movies. Let's just say.
and Fantastic Four, that's like a whole there's like a whole series of Fantastic Four, right? It's not
Yeah,
just like
that's what
one
I'm
movie.
saying. Well, it's two, and in this one it's two.
Two.
But
Okay.
there's a whole
Okay.
comic series about Fantastic Four. But I chose this movie because he's in one and two. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, he played a very good role in it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. But he's yeah, man, Victor Von Doom. That's who he plays in it. So
Victor Von Doom.
yes.
What do you rate the movie? 1 through 10?
Uh, because I love the cast, I'll give it a 9.
9. Okay.
Give it a solid 9, yeah, because I love the casting. The story is kind of played. You know what I mean? I thought the comics were way better than the movies, but just because of the cast, I'm giving it a 9 for sure. It's
So the
something I would
storyline is a
say,
little bit
huh?
slow for you, or the storyline you just ain't feeling
It's
it too
just
much?
the comics that I've read were way better than the movies. Like, I mean,
Oh,
way
okay.
better. So it's like
Gotcha.
watching one and two, like, hey, it's cool. It's something I'd say you watch, and then it's not something you could always watch.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, oh, it's cool. That was good. But that's it. It's not something I would always be like, oh, yeah, let me throw that on. I like that one. No, you
Right.
know?
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah. So that's what I'll say.
All right. But you would recommend the movie, right? It's a recommendation.
Oh, of course. Of course. Oh, dude, just for Jessica Alba, you know what I mean? And even Julian McMahon, they play good roles in this movie, man.
Right. That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
That's true. All right. And so we're gonna be doing our movies on, of course, the guy, Julian
Why not?
McMahon, because
Why not?
obviously, huh?
I said, why not? I think that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
exactly, exactly.
You know what I'm
So we
saying?
should do
Like,
that. What is your favorite Julian McMahon movie, my friend?
oh man, I'll go. My favorite movie is I'll go. Fuck, that's kind of tough. because I used to like the Nip Tuck series, but I'm trying to figure out a movie.
Uh,
Mm, you know what? I'll just go with I'll go with the Nip Tuck series as my favorite, and as my underrated, as you so call say it, I will say these one and two.
1 and 2. Okay.
Yeah, because like I said, Victor Von Doom played a great role in that. So you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
But he was a
Gotcha.
boss in Nip Tuck, bro. He was a savage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that was what he was known for.
That's what I mean. He was a straight savage in that. So you know what I mean? Like so
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Exactly.
yeah.
All right, and as far as my go-to movie with him in it, I would have to say it would be Fire with Fire,
Okay.
and that's with Bruce Willis as well.
Yeah, I know.
Good movie. As far as underrated, I don't know if it's really underrated, but I don't know like all the movies he's in, and I would just have to go with this one because I know it, and that's Charmed.
Oh, the series. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the series.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was in the series. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
right. So I'll say
Yeah.
Charmed for my underrated one on that one.
He's definitely a series head. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, exactly. No, he's more on the series for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. But yeah, that is our so that the movie we're watching is Fantastic Four, and that is because Julian McMahon had just passed away from battling
Yeah.
cancer. So, like we said, R.I.P. to him, and that's why we are doing his movies today.
Yes, sir.
All right, let us move on and let's see why these guys decided to become crypto billionaires today. What is going on with this crypto? Let me pull up pricing real quick for you guys, and then we can move on. Let's see here. So, right now, we're going to go into Bitcoin, which is currently, we got Bitcoin sitting at 108,156, which it's down 1.4%. Ethereum, your largest altcoin, it is at 2,518. It is down 2.36%. Your fear and greed index is at 51 neutral. It's like right in that, like kind of getting back into the middle, but it's not going up or down. So I think everything is going sideways right before the weekend, especially 4th of July. It looks like people are going to be kind of chilling. Nobody's going to be really, buying or selling too much of. So it's going to be kind of just going sideways until at least Monday, and then markets will kind of figure out what they want to do. Global crypto market cap as a whole is sitting at 3.33 trillion. It is down 1.28%. So there's a little bit of selling going on right now. Top five trending coins. Number one is H, which is up 18%. Number two is Strike, which is up 26%. Number three is Koji. That one is not giving me the chart on that one, but yeah, Koji's number three for trending. Number four is Bob, which is up 25%, and number five is SOPH, which is down 2%. As far as your top five gainers, number one will be Snowy Owl, which is up 2,698%. Number two is Gore, Gor, or Gorbanga on base, and that is up 2,604%. Number three is Billy Cat, which is up 2,330%. Number four is Wrapped Coinbase, which is up 1,552%. And number five is VOPO, which is up 1,531%. For your gainers, let's get into the top 100, see if there's any notable mentions. At number nine, we have Grok, which is up 363%. At number 17, we have MAGA. That's up 177%. Number 18 is GameStop Coin, up 173%. At number, see, at number 39, we have GIB, which is up 85%. At number 50, we have EVDC Network, which is up 58%. At number 61, we have Real Fast, which is up 31%. At number 70, we have Kaka, which is up 31%. At number 79, we have Build on BNB or Bob, which is up 26%. At number 88, we have Eurocoin Token, which is up 23%. And sitting at your 100 spot for the day is Redacted or RDAC, which is up 22% today. So yeah, guys, looks like we're just kind of going sideways. So just hang on in there. We will be moving, but it's not going to be probably till Monday where you'll see some significant moves in the crypto market space. And yeah, being said, that is our crypto. And let us move on and get into our horoscopes for tomorrow. So yeah, this is going to be your horoscope for tomorrow. This is going to be July 5th, 2025. We always kind of do that to help guide you along your day and your path. So let me get into that with you guys. Starting with the first sign of the zodiac, which is my sign Aries. Aries, you always move with power and direction, but tomorrow reminds you that ambition can always carry softness. Let your strength be guided by kindness to yourself and others. There is no need to be hard to get certain results or to appear tough. Gentle confidence has its beauty. Taurus, you may feel the urge to prove your worth through your actions, but with tomorrow comes another lesson. You don't have to keep proving yourself to be enough. Believe in who you are, even in silence. Let go of expectations and go with your power. Gemini, something very simple tomorrow will confirm what you have been quietly pondering. Be it a word, a message, or a silence, it will carry the feeling of an answer you did not even know you were waiting for. Allow this to ease your thoughts. Most of the time, you live in the space of questions. Cancer, tomorrow ask you to consider how you dim your light to fit in. You do not have to shrink for peace. What truly resonates with your soul would never make you feel small. Allow your presence to take space and not feel guilty about it. You are tender, but that does not make you weak. Honor yourself in entirety and walk toward what nurtures you. Now we got J sign, Leo. You may feel delayed, but tomorrow will remind you of how divine timing cannot be wrong. You are not late. Probably you are exactly where you should be. The universe is putting in order for you something better than you ever dreamed about. Be patient with your pace. You don't have to force yourself to walk at someone else's pace. Virgo, your mind may want to fix or explain everything, but tomorrow asks you to protect your peace instead. You don't need to respond to every situation or prove your point. Choose the words and actions that keep your heart calm. Even silence can be powerful when chosen wisely. Libra, one small brave act tomorrow will change everything. Initially, fear or hesitation may try to seize you. If your heart gives an affirmative answer, then take the step. This is your moment to turn around and work toward what is true for you. You do not have to know the full result, just trust the moment. Scorpio, what occurs in your life is repetitive, and tomorrow might bring insight to finally break the cycle. Whether it's a habit, a thought, or a situation, it feels as if you're on a loop. You are not stuck though, you are just one more decision away from change. Some places believe a mere decision is not enough for a change to take place, but in reality, it is the only thing needed. Sagittarius, tomorrow you may find yourself facing a decision that asks you to assess what is worth your energy and what is not. Though your freedom is a concern, so is being willing to commit to what feels right. Some things are meant to stay, and others have done their part. Don't carry what weighs on your spirit. Capricorn, you often enjoy your structure, but tomorrow calls for you to be led by curiosity rather than by resistance. Should an experience alienate an idea, do not discard it, wing it with care. It is not obligatory to understand everything, at least for now. One step in openness will be enough to bring in a fresh, energetic shift. Aquarius, remember what makes you feel calm and open tomorrow? That sense of ease is not random, it is the soul whispering to you. Whether it is a person, place, or thought, that which brings peace is showing you the way forward. Never shun such a whisper simply based on the reasoning that it is too simple. Last but not least, we have our Pisces. There is one thing you've been delaying, not because of laziness, but because the timing was wrong. Now, tomorrow, one day perhaps short and full of good vibrations, is the time to set your energies to go ahead and finish the task at hand. Whether it's a task, a conversation, or something much deeper that needs closure, it can now be pushed forward. All right, guys, that is our horoscopes for July 5th, 2025. Like I said, we like to kind of just do that to help guide you along your path every day. Shout out to the 37 people watching. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share. And let's move on with our conspiracy of the night with Jay. What you got for us today, Jay?
I figure you're in Nevada, so I was gonna be talking about Pyramid Lake.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's an
You ever
up by
been?
Reno.
Yeah, you ever been to Pyramid Lake?
I've been through there.
Yeah, so I've made my stop through there, and I know all about this conspiracy, which I believe is true because of my experience there. But yeah, Pyramid Lake. We're talking about the Pyramid Lake babies. So hundreds of years ago, we had a group of like pirates, dude, that lived around those shores. You
Okay.
know, they were like well known, strong, indestructible. They were very intimidating pirates, and they associated themselves with being just strong. That's how they viewed themselves, and that's how people viewed them. But what they did, however, was anytime in their like amongst themselves, if their females had babies, and if they viewed the baby as like weak or premature or like disformed, malformed, they would discard it and throw it into the lake. Like, because no, we don't associate. Remember, like in Game of Thrones, if remember how
Yeah.
he said that about the dwarf? That's what they used to do
Right.
here at Pyramid Lake. And they did not want to be associated with anyone weak. That was
Oh wow.
it was like their strength and their weakness, you know, like gift and the curse right there. So
Right.
they
Right.
believed if you remove the weak at birth, right at birth, that they would thrive. You know, obviously their actions being like that ended up cursing this damn lake. You know what I mean? So
Uh,
basically, if you, I don't know if you ever been to this lake, but I haven't. When I heard about all this stuff, I would find some big ass rocks and I started skipping them through the lake. You know what I mean? I sometimes they didn't skip, but I did one big ass one, bro, and I heard exactly what like is said. So basically, when you go by this lake, you hear like babies. You hear like certain sounds, and like, especially when you get more towards the nighttime, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
like basically, these babies haunt this lake, and it's just a trip to me because obviously they lost their lives in this lake. They're filled with anger. You hear their screams, but according to legend and everything, that they want, they're angry. You know what I mean? But you know, they
Yeah.
didn't even get to live. And so they
Right.
haunt
Right.
this lake. They don't want you to help them. They want to trap your spirit. That's basically what was from what I read from it. They want you to go in there. They want you to die and trap your spirit. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's crazy because I've heard this stuff there. I told you I was like, I don't you're telling me, you know, I was being told this and I was like, yeah, okay. You know, I was just throwing shit there and I was like, oh shit, what the fuck's that noise? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
Oh
know,
man.
me and I was like, I'm not afraid of shit. You know what I mean? And then I heard it. I was like, what the fuck is that? And like there's no one around, you know, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I thought that's what I did heard was like baby cry. I was like, no babies around here, right? Is there anyone else over there? Like, you know? But
Uh,
yeah, so this thing it made a lot of sense to me when I was reading about it, you know what I mean? Like too, because I was like, oh shit, you know? Because it was
right.
also
Right.
said after the water babies had cursed us, a mermaid had also cursed this lake centuries ago too. You know what I mean?
Oh
Because the
really?
mermaid, yeah, because a mermaid was said to be basically like they were like in love with one of the pirates or a local tribe right there, and they ended up
Oh
being sacrificed there too. So you know what I mean? Like, so it's not just the water babies there. They said a mermaid was sacrificed there, and that's a whole nother conspiracy I have for coming up with mermaids, and because that comes up now.
yeah.
Like it's said that the elites eat mermaids, so that's a whole nother thing. But this
Right.
lake,
Right.
yeah, like if anyone ever goes to this lake, Pyramid Lake, yeah, like you said, Nevada up there, like you should be able to hear this stuff even if you're just like chilling. You know what I mean?
Right.
You should be able to hear cries of babies and all that stuff for sure. You know, and I've
Right.
also heard with this lake as well a lot of alien activity.
Oh really? Wow.
Oh
This
yeah,
I'm not
Pyramid
surprised.
Lake. Oh yeah, yeah, Pyramid Lake. Fuck, dude. Oh
Anything.
yeah. Think of the
Anything in
name
Nevada.
too. Think of the name, Pyramid Lake.
No pyramid. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know what's crazy when I was staying when I was staying in Vegas the other day, I was at the Excalibur, and the window where I was, you can see the airport, you know, like all
oh
the
yeah, yeah,
planes.
yeah. Uh huh.
And I can and I noticed the two planes because I read about this before. I noticed that there was like two planes that were not marked, and I got a feeling that those were the planes that are traveling to like Area 51 and stuff, you know.
Oh shit. Oh, you saw that.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah, yeah,
shit. Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's a whole nother level of oh yeah. You already know, man.
Crazy, crazy.
Yeah, man. But there's a lot of stuff that goes on in Pyramid Lake, man. Like I'm sure one day when we feel like going up to Nevada, we could definitely go live from there.
Oh yeah, for sure,
You
for
know what I'm
sure.
saying? Be able to
Gotta do
hear
it,
all
man.
that fucking stuff, you know what I mean?
Right. Maybe we'll put like a microphone under the water and see if we can pick up
Oh
some
yeah,
stuff.
bro. You know what I mean?
You know, we'll do it for Average Day Joes. Why not? Why
That
not? That'll be
that's what I'm
tight.
saying. Why not, bro? That's we can do anything we want in this world. Why not?
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
we want to go take a little trip to Area 51. Cool. Why not? We'll have all the suits roll up on us, and we'll have it on live. Hey, nah, we just dude got lost.
I know, right? That'll be kind of funny, man.
For real though, bro. Why not? I'm with it.
Yeah,
I'm definitely with
sure.
it
Let's do it. One of
for
these
sure.
days.
I'm not.
One
I ain't
of
afraid of
these
nothing, man.
days.
I'm definitely
Yeah,
not afraid of
exactly.
nothing. But
Exactly.
yeah, man. So that's all I wanted to talk about. I figured you were in Nevada, so why not do a Nevada conspiracy?
No, that's
You
a
know,
real good one, man. Real good one. I like it.
Pyramid Lake.
And that's by Reno, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pyramid Lake.
Pyramid Lake. That one is never. And then yeah, and like I guess it's on a. I think it sits on like an Indian reservation, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I honestly don't. I don't know if it's any. It probably. I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't tell
Yeah.
you if I don't
I
know the
think it
Indian
is.
reservation things.
No, yeah, yeah. I got you. I got you.
It's definitely yeah. I don't know. It's I just know it's you know you go past Reno and you know what I mean.
Yeah,
It's more,
exactly.
and then you
Right.
got Fernley, and then right up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
basically like up there. You know,
yeah.
that's
Exactly.
literally how I see it. I don't know if it's Indian reservation, but yeah,
Cool, cool.
it's not too far. It's not far.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
So yeah,
All right, guys. Well, we are pretty much at the end of our show. We are
yes
doing a
sir,
little bit shorter one today. I am at the airport and I do have to catch a flight in like 20 minutes.
yes
So
sir.
we are pretty much gonna be ending our show. Plus, it is 4th of July. We know y'all want to go out and enjoy the fireworks and stuff.
Yeah, there's a whole
Shout out.
show going on outside of my house.
Exactly.
I can hear it.
Exactly. But shout out to the 36 people watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share because we are doing this alpha for you every day, Monday to Friday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. Please, guys, also tonight, most likely we will be posting a gym short.
Yeah,
So
for
yeah,
sure.
we will have that up for you guys.
Relax.
Uh, tomorrow, look
What?
out for Chef with
Relax.
Jeff.
Yes, for sure.
Tomorrow, look out for Chef with Jeff. Yeah, he's gonna be posting. He's gonna be posting his thing, and on
Yes.
Sunday I will be doing a day with Kate, which is gonna be part of the trip I'm taking right now. So anyway, that is it for us. They are closing my section where I'm sitting anyway, so I do have to go no matter what. But let's end with Jay's and mine final words of wisdom for the people. What we got for
Very
them today, Jay?
simple. Keeping it on Aristotle, the same thing as yesterday. I'm going with knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. I'm going with that one because you need to learn, people need to master their own thoughts, strengths, motivations, weaknesses, and everything so you can really excel in life. If you master
Right.
yourself, then you could really start mastering other things. That's why I'm going with
Exactly.
it.
Exactly. Very well said. And just going off of what you're saying, the greatest journey you will ever take is the one inward, not across oceans, not into crowds, but into the quiet corners of your own soul. Because when you truly know yourself, your fears lose their grip, your doubts begin to quiet, and your purpose, it begins to rise like smoke from sacred fire. The world will always try to define you, but only you can uncover the truth of who you are. That is your power, that is your birthright. And I got a cool little quote from Lao Tzu. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. So, you are not here to fit in. You are here to awaken to yourself. Honor that truth. Live from it, and the path will reveal itself. All right, guys. And that is it for us today. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. God bless. We love you. And thank you again. We will be back live for you on Monday for our show, which is at 8:30
Sunday,
p.m. Pacific. On
Sunday
Sunday.
night.
That'll be our gym live, yeah. But I'm saying for
Yeah,
the
gym
show,
life.
for the podcast.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
show. Yeah.
yeah. So Monday for our show podcast, but Sunday we will do a live for you guys for our gym cast. That'll be Sunday night live, and then we'll also do a Monday night live for you as well. But I'll re-mention that on Monday for the show anyway.
Yes, sir.
Cool, cool. All right, guys. Well, that is it. Thank you again, and we will see you back here Monday for the Average Day Joe show. Peace out.